What's up, what's up, what's up, you beautiful and sexy you? You are tuned in to Get What You Want with host Jessica Brothers. Sharing these secrets to feeling powerful, healthy, and ageless so you can stop that cycle you're in and break free to live the incredible quality of life you deserve. Welcome to the Get What You Want podcast, the Hack Your Health series with host Jessica Brothers and Dr. Michelle Lynn.
Hi, everyone. Just a quick disclaimer. This is for education purposes only. This is not a medical advice, so please see your doctor before you implement anything that we talk about.
Thank you. Enjoy the show. Hey. Welcome to the Get What You Want podcast with your host, Jessica Brothers. We are doing our Hack Your Health series. So today I have my beautiful friend, Dr. Michelle Lynn.
Hello, everyone. It's nice to be back.
Yes, it is. Today, we're going to talk about weight loss. I think this is a really relevant topic because it doesn't matter what season is going on right now. People are always trying to lose weight.
Yes.
Whether it's summer coming up, holidays, January, New Year's resolutions, people are always focusing on losing weight.
Yes, all the time.
Let's talk about that a little bit.
All right.
So how many patients do you get a day that ask you about weight loss?
Oh, easily over 50%. We talk about weight loss.
Wow. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't expect such a big number.
Yeah. Easily.
And so what do you generally tell them?
So unfortunately, with the time I have, I'm not able to tell them a lot, but the fundamentals of weight loss, I would say, is 4 things. So the first one is psychological. No one decided to get fat. No one made that decision at any point in time. It's something that happens that you lose control of, or it happens psychologically for whatever reason to protect yourself from something. So you have to battle that. The next thing is you have to look at what you eat, and then you have to look at exercise or training, see what you are and are not doing. And then the last thing is your environment.
Yeah, I love that you bring up number 1, psychologically, because it's so true. Because here we have Michelle, who is a doctor of osteopath here, and you have woo-woo Jessica on this side. I've been into nutrition and health for over 20 years now, and I too got into it for weight loss. And I've been in the industry of helping people lose weight for many, many years. And it's like every time you help people lose weight, they find it again, So what I have learned, this is why I like how you brought up psychological. Because what I have learned is that, yes, exercise is huge. It's a great tool. Yes, nutrition is very big as well. Great tool. However, the way you think, your beliefs about losing weight, or even just saying losing weight, all delegate whether or not it's going to happen or not. Yeah. Because if we wake up every day saying, I want to lose weight, we're going to focus on the weight, which is going to keep the weight on. Yeah. So if we were to wake up every day and say, I'm going to be healthy, then we're going to focus on being healthier. And we're more likely, maybe we won't drop 10 pounds overnight or that week, and it's going to be gradual, but it's going to be way more permanent. Yes.
Yeah. Definitely reframing things to change your mind about how you look at food, how you look at your body composition, which is really what weight loss is changing your body composition, because people carry too much fat. So if we could get rid of the fat and build more muscle, that is what we're looking for. And under the psychological umbrella, we have to talk about trauma. There's a lot of emotional trauma that occurs that causes us to eat. We all know people that are emotional eaters. Yes. We know people that, even eat too much when they're happy. So like commanding that psychological aspect, whether it be trauma or it be just overindulgence because you're so happy, it needs some attention.
Yeah, absolutely. And I just want to say that, yes, muscle, so important, especially ladies, men, you already You're already flexing in the gym. You already know that you want the big muscles. And women, I feel, scare away from that. However, I want you to know, ladies, that having more muscle on your body, it protects your bones. It protects your brain health too. It's better for your hormones, and it's going to burn more calories every single minute just sitting around. You know, your resting caloric burn is just much, much higher. You have a much higher metabolism, and it doesn't mean you're going to get big and bulky.
Correct. Yeah. Women, it's very, very hard for women to bulk. It's rare that women bulk like men do. And women need that muscle for so many reasons that you've stated. And it also prevents you from injury. So even before women consider cardio, I tell them, hey, 2 weeks strength training, at least. You should feel everything kind of brought together and held together. Because when you're weak, even when you walk, you feel a little loosey-goosey, and that's where the injuries happen.
Yes, yes. Yes, I just want to say that cardio is not the way to weight loss. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say it again. Cardio is not the way to weight loss. They call it cardio because it relates to cardiovascular. It's good for your lung capacity, for that heart rate. It's really good for that. However, when it comes to weight loss, it's kind of ineffective. You get that flabbiness. Sorry.
Right. The cardio queens have a completely different look versus someone that has a more balanced workout and has some muscular build. And there's even some documentation where like people that do like these ultra marathons and things like that, they end up with some really strange problems and awful problems. And it involves, you know, spontaneous like fractures or even fractures while running. So having that muscle is imperative.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And going back to emotional eating, having that connection with food, and I can completely relate to that because that's the main reason why I got into nutrition, is because I had an eating addiction. I was one of those people, I would go through like the Dunkin' Donuts drive-through for those like egg and cheese bagel sandwiches, and I would eat it. And I'd be like, oh my God, I want another one, go back through the drive-through. And I would hide the wrappers. I can't believe I'm saying this on air right now. I would hide the wrappers before I would go home, so no one would know. And I was definitely a closet eater. I was addicted to food, addicted. So that emotional attachment to food, like before you eat, be very mindful, right? Be very mindful of the food you're eating, why you're eating it, how you're going to feel after you eat it. That feel part changed it all for me.
Right. Yeah. You want to be intentional eaters. So planning is really important. But yeah, when you know food is going to make you feel bad, try to remember that before you put your hand in a cookie jar. Like really think about, what is it that I'm looking for? If you're looking for a quick dopamine high, it will give you that, but think about the withdrawal after. Like, do you feel bad about yourself? Did this not fit your plan? What can you do to reward yourself that is not food?
Something I learned through business development is the quality of your questions gets the quality of the answers. And something, again, that helped me shift away from food is if I had the egg and cheese breakfast sandwich and I had nothing, and I'd be like, do I really want this egg and cheese sandwich? That question, of course I do. Of course I want it. I eat it. It's always going to win. Okay. And then I realized I'm asking the wrong question because I'm not winning this battle. How can I win this battle? Well, ask a different question. How do I want to feel after, tonight, tomorrow morning? What is my goal? Is my goal to feel bad about myself? Is my goal to fit into my clothes? Is my goal to feel sexier? Is my goal to gain confidence and be more proud of myself? Well, then, okay. So now what's my answer here? And then it became a much easier choice. It became a much easiher choice as soon as I realized, wow, I got to stop asking the question I always lose to. I got to ask the empowering question. So that was immensely a life changer for me when it came to emotional eating.
Oh, I bet that is a very, very good point. Yeah, asking the questions is really, really important.
Yeah. So you talked about what you thought was most important for losing weight. or being healthier. Let's reframe now. And I definitely agree where exercise would be the bottom of my list. And then on top of that is nutrition is the fourth or the third most important. Actually, we're gonna do five. Yes, I got five. So the bottom is movement, exercise.
Okay.
Then the one right above that is nutrition. Okay. Then right above that is going to be mindset. Okay. So your psyche. Above that is going to be water. Okay. And above that, the almighty is sleep.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Sleep.
It's true.
And this is why I want to explain real quick, because if you don't sleep well, okay, you're going to be craving food, you're going to be in a bad mood, you're not going to want to work out, and it's quite ineffective because your body's not going to recover the same. And you're not going to make good choices for yourself. So sleep is number one. If you get your sleep down, okay, you're going to be more likely, you need that water because you can't survive without it, and you've got to flush those toxins. And then it all kind of falls into place, but that's why I used to teach. That's why I still teach.
That's fantastic, because here's the science behind sleep. When you don't get enough sleep, your hormones for hunger drive are out of whack. You're going to feel hungry. And it's because your brain has some parts that are really, really basic, that are just instinctual. So if you're tired, your body says, go get food. So you're just going to be hungry and you're just going to shove things in your mouth, but you're going to feel tired still because you didn't get enough sleep. And then you have hormones that drive your hunger drive and satiety. So satiety means how satisfied you are with what you eat and how full you are. So you have your leptin, ghrelin. So people hear about that. That needs to be balanced so that, ghrelin, you don't end up eating like a gremlin, just everything you have in sight. And then leptin helps you feel full. So when you don't sleep, all those are off. But on top of that, there are way more hormones that are off. It also messes with your ability to exercise willpower. Willpower is a currency. So in a day, if you woke up with $5 of willpower and you spend it all, you're going to eat whatever you want. You're going to act a certain way. You're not going to make wise choices.
You know what? I love that you brought up willpower, because I'm going to go woo-woo for a second. Did you know that your chakra that holds your willpower is actually in your throat?
Oh,
so how crazy that if you don't get enough sleep, you end up eating. Because your willpower is down, your throat chakra is out of balance. That's really interesting. So I just wanted to point that woo-ness out.
Yeah, I love that. It's great. Yeah.
Awesome. So let me ask you, what have you tried in the past for weight loss?
Oh, I have been a serial dieter. Oh my gosh. Yeah. So I've done a lot of restrictive diets, and I've done calorie restriction is probably the most common thing that I tried when I was not educated. And then, I've done diet pills. When I was 19, 20, you could buy diet pills online. That's when the internet was very young. There were no regulations. Nobody knew what was going on.
Was it ephedrine?
It was phentermine.
Oh,
yeah.
I can't remember the one I used to buy. Okay,
yeah, it's the fen that didn't get banned. So I would take that and, I would lose weight very quickly because I wasn't eating. But I didn't know it was an amphetamine. It was a legal form of meth. And so I would take it for a few months, and then I realized it's not working. My appetite would come back, and because that's your body fighting for itself. And then I got really bad constipation because it also ruined my thirst drive. And that constipation was the worst I've ever had in my life. It was so painful that I realized afterwards, what was going on. And at this point, I hadn't decided to go to med school. So I was just completely uneducated. It was just available, and I wanted to lose weight. But beyond that, I was never very successful with exercise until I was trained. In college, I hired a personal trainer who actually trained Olympians, and she took a look at what was going on. And doing that really helped me become toned. So I didn't lose weight in and of itself, but I became toned, and I became just the appetite became manageable, like the clarity became manageable. Come to find out I have other hormonal issues and thyroid issues that I learn about later on because my labs are normal. So that happened. Your labs are normal, but you act like a crazy person and you're eating everything in sight. So having that exercise though was paramount. And then the latest thing that I've done was a ketogenic diet. And that was not so much for the weight loss, it was really for the energy because I felt sick all the time, tired all the time. And like I said, my labs were normal. And so doing that, the side effect was weight loss. But it was probably the one diet that I did that was restrictive, but it was right for me.
Yeah, because we did a ketogenic kind of diet together. You remember what happened to me? I sent you the pictures. I just want to say that the ketogenic diet is not for everybody. Right. It works well for her. For me, I looked like I was 9 months pregnant. Yeah. My belly blew up like this. I took a picture. I tried it for what, a week, maybe two. And I was like, this is not working. My belly was out to here and felt so tired. Right. And the complete opposite, you know? And even for me, it wasn't the right season for me to be on a ketogenic diet. I also didn't do well. I had the runs, I had diarrhea. And once I started adding carbs, I normalized. So yeah, diet is not that simple. There's the right one for the right time for the right person. And it's very, very hard to say which one is the right one. Like if someone tells you, oh, it's exactly this one. Yeah, be careful. Yeah, because us women, especially us women, we cycle every month about, and we cycle throughout the year too, depending on when it's, think about it. Springtime is when the animals have their babies, it's mating season. We go through things just like that, and our body needs different things for our hormones and to help us, create that harmony within our body. So having the same diet all year long, all month long is not necessarily going to be the best answer. Because you're going to get different results depending on what time of month it is and what time of year it is. So yes, it is much trickier for women to find that permanent healthy, or I don't want to say weight loss, but instead reframe it to be eating healthier. Right. Paying attention to your body. Are you thirsty? Are you craving salt? Why are you having carb cravings? Why are you having sweet cravings? Why, are you feeling hungry all the time? Like, ask yourself these questions. What am I missing? Or better yet, what can I add? What can I take away? Not what can I restrict myself? What can I stop eating? Right. How can I start diets as well? I used to take some pill when I was younger. I don't even know, they banned it. That's why I asked. It was the one that was banned. All right. And then I tried all kinds of diets, calorie restrictions, like an all protein diet. I mean, I've tried them all. Meal prepping, which I will say, like, it helped me bring my portions down because I was a big eater. I was a huge eater. So it definitely helped with that. However, I find now that listening to your body, reframing your mind is the best overall long-term effect for me. Yeah. And I think it would be for many others. Unpack that head too. Right. Yeah. I think making things a lifestyle, making new habits is the biggest thing. Yeah. Like, I mean, just simple habits like not keeping junk food in the house is huge. Although with that caveat, there are people that are moderators, meaning like if they don't have that chocolate bar behind like the in the back of the pantry, like they start to freak out and will eat everything in sight. Yes. And that's okay. You find out who you are and you modify that. But behaviors that create habits are going to be more long lasting, and it's going to build you up for success. Yeah. Or when you are looking at a weight goal or a body composition goal. See, I'm that chocolate person. I love chocolate. And that is why, knowing that, I have a chocolate shake every day. Oh, yeah. And so I buy like the 90% chocolate bars. and I have chocolate collagen protein powder, and I have cacao powder too.
Oh.
So this is a triple chocolate protein shake that I make with blueberries, almond milk, ice, and plant-based protein. And you know, I make it super thick, so it's like ice cream, and it satisfies my chocolateness, my sweets, my whatever it is. Like I don't feel like I need any desserts or anything after that. So,
and I love how you add, like, that's a really good strategy. Instead of I can't have, it's I will have this, but I'm going to add things that bring up the nutritional value so that you don't need to eat a bunch of the things that poorly or that do not help you meet your goals.
Absolutely. And again, just going back to that reframing, right? Because that restrictive thing never worked for me. I don't think it works for many people.
Yeah, because you're starving, like you're just hungry all the time. And that's really for me what keto did was I was never hungry. But you could achieve ketosis with multiple methods. So I just go back to that because it's my example.
Yes, absolutely. And maybe it works for you too. Maybe for me, I've been eating mainly vegetables with plant-based protein shakes, and I get most of my protein either from my shakes or from my vegetables. Every now and then, I'm talking like maybe 3 times a month, I'll have fish. I think that's pretty much all I've had. I think someone made me something with beef in it once, and I had a little bit of it. But other than that, like I've had sushi, I've had salmon, just a couple times. I think for almost a year now. It's been almost a year, almost, not quite yet. A few more months, I think it would be a year, that I decided to go vegan for 30 days.
That is awesome.
And I love it. I eat, you know, for lunch, I'll take a container of vegetables, throw them in the oven, and that's my lunch. Just a whole container of vegetables. And I'm happy with that.
I think that's beautiful. I really like plant-based diets. It has a lot of validity to it.
Yeah.
You get adequate protein. You just need a few supplementations like B12 and your vitamin Ds.
Yes.
And you're good to go. You don't have to worry about a lot of the things that are out there as long as you have a good variety.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I love this. So all in all, find something that works for you, making sure that you reframe your mind, not about weight loss, but being healthy, not about restriction or taking away things, but what can I add? What can I do? How can I listen to my body better? Because this is a journey. This isn't, oh, I'm going to lose 30 pounds in 30 days for a wedding, which I'm not saying that that isn't a good goal. I'm just saying what goes beyond that. And how can you do it so your body doesn't revert back, your body doesn't backlash at you, because that happens so often too.
Yeah,
absolutely. Wonderful. Thank you.
You're very welcome. This was fun.
Yes, I hope you got some great nuggets, guys. If you like this, whatever platform you're on, you know, share this, like this, subscribe so you can get some more. We appreciate you being here. We will see you next time. Adios.